time that we're in almost like a technological revolution, especially with AI. Every company on the face of the planet is seeking it out. Every company is wanting to expand their AI like it's the fucking space race back in whatever the fuck. It's kind of crazy, but we're not really doing a lot of good with some of these AI enhancements and these AI developments that we're having. Because instead of having things like flying cars or teleportation, or, I mean, fuck, even GTA 6 is not even out yet. Instead, we've got robot marriages featuring a robot dog as the ring bearer, which is a severe waste of time, in my opinion, for humanity. Why the fuck are we doing this? And I've also been hearing about all these different things going on with scientists in space and shit like that. Apparently, some of these scientific people, these very like evil villain-esque type people, are humanizing these robots in ways that are very, very unsettling. We genuinely got a robot marriage here, y'all. There's a pair of robots, AI included, who just held a full-blown ceremony in Russia, complete with AI written wedding vows, and like I said, a robot dog that they've had just stamp her on in, fucking deliver in the ring. In this case, they didn't actually do rings. Apparently, they did wedding bracelets, like wedding aura bracelets or some bullshit. I don't know, dude. This is fucking strange to me, but apparently, even the robots think that diamonds are pretty overpriced. And honestly, if you had told someone in the 1950s that in the future they would look like this, I feel like it's not what they would imagine. I feel like if you started a sentence to like some ancient peasant, if they understood and grasped like what the technologies we have even kind of are, and you were telling them about robots and letting them know like you wouldn't believe what these robots are gonna do, what this AI is gonna do. They would look at you and be like, cure diseases, fix human hunger, no, explore galaxies for us where people can't actually go. Maybe eventually. That's still not something we've done yet. These peasants would look at you in the face and be like, what are they actually doing then? This ceremony took place inside of a Moscow library where two humanoid style robots that we've seen many of before, named Robert and Matilda, officially became robot spouses. But before anybody starts asking about a robot divorce lawyer, obviously this wasn't like an actual marriage. It's basically like a giant tech demonstration that they were holding designed to show off the advancements in humanoid robotics. I feel like they're calling it a robot wedding just to get way more clicks at that point. It's more like a demonstration of the technological advances that we've got. The next one's probably going to be them banging on a fucking counter just to show what just to show how these fucking robots can do. They basically called this a software platform demonstration with synchronized mechanical movements. And apparently the vows were generated by artificial intelligence as well, which means that somewhere there's an AI model that had to write this. I imagine went something a little like promising that they'll love each other until they like get some kind of software update. We're gonna love each other through sickness and through low battery health. Like I always vow that I'm gonna make sure I step away and reboot before arguing too much. Meanwhile, the robot dog situation, yes, there was actually a robot dog in this whole thing who basically walked the fucking wedding bracelets down the aisle, which, like I said, they did choose to use bracelets and not rings, which is probably for the best because if you've ever tried putting a wedding ring on a robot hand, you'd know it's a pretty tough situation. You're not gonna, it's a little clunky, you know what I mean? I also feel like if somebody was trying to do that and they had one software bug, you could actually have some kind of weird medieval finger trap where it just like snaps your fucking hand. The company behind all of this says that it was meant to show that robots can eventually become part of everyday life. No, thank you. I don't like that. Eventually, robots could become like vacuums judging us every morning, letting us know that we look fucked up and we're peasant humans that are going to die eventually. Self-driving cars are also getting much smarter with also there being improvements with cars improvements that is where cars with cameras or cars that can monitor the people inside are able to like scan your face and put you through a database, which makes me never want to even get into one of these cars. AI is growing fast, guys. It's writing emails, it's editing photos, it's making music. So I feel like the most logical next step would probably be some kind of like robot wedding season or like a Meet the Kardashians fucking Up in Sparks version. I don't know. But like imagine sending out postcards for this wedding as well and getting invited to this. Like being asked by one of your science buddies, like, are you free on Saturday? being like, "Why? Are we gonna go do something? We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna party." Like, Robert and Matilda are getting married, bro. It's like, who the fuck is Robert? They let you know it's actually a robot, like version 2.8 of the one that they were working on to snap people's necks and crazy shit. I don't know. They're also trying to give these robots human traits. Like one of the robots in question was actually designed to resemble an office worker and a blogger. We already have those guys. We are those things. I don't understand why this is necessary. All this is honestly pretty fucking hilarious, as scary as it all seems as well for our future of mankind. It's very strange. And apparently they had the other one dressed up as a ballerina and even had it perform a weird little dance at the wedding ceremony, which is fucking weird. But I think we can also appreciate the fact that robots have more personality than half of the Zoom meetings that we all have. Half of the people that we pass on the street probably have less personality than these fucking programmed robots at this point. But of course, in tried and true nature for the internet, it had a pretty perfect response to this whole situation. One of the comments that I came across on some of the stuff when researching this topic basically talked about how we got a robot marriage before GTA 6, which, I mean, that comment is so fucking common at this point. That joke is overused. At the same time, I feel like it's also become like a universal form of measurement for things, and I think that's kind of funny. Sugar in space before GTA 6, or robot wedding before GTA 6, fucking sleeping behind Tesla wheel before GTA 6. At this point, I feel like Rockstar should announce the game tomorrow before they get left behind because everything is happening before GTA 6. I feel like that's the only way they're going to avoid, even after they release it, just getting told that, like, hey, the AI fucking robot wedding happened first, buddy. You guys missed the mark. But I feel like that's not even the funniest or weirdest part about this whole AI revolution with robots and crazy weird shit going on. Because, like, every single week at this point, we're getting another update like AI replacing jobs, AI replacing the other AI's jobs, AI robots doing backflips, and robot chefs. And eventually there'll be robot warehouse workers and robot dogs chasing people and robot mailmen getting harassed by robot dogs and all kinds of stupid shit. Now they're getting fucking married for some fucking reason. And it makes me feel like we're getting dangerously close to having AI robots filing taxes while arguing with the robot HOA about the robot flowers and the fact that the robot dog keeps pissing on the robot neighbor's lawn. Which, what the fuck? Like, I think everything's getting replaced by robots and weird shit at this point. Beneath all the jokes, I feel like this is also demonstrating a very, very weird turn in reality, and these investments being put into the robots also makes the robots themselves increasingly more expensive too. They're also becoming easier to program and more customizable at that. And we're getting to a point where they're starting to be a whole lot more convincing than they were just a few years ago. This wedding itself was actually fake, but the technology behind it is very, very real. I feel like it's both kind of exciting in ways if it was actually being implemented for good, but it's mostly just terrifying because it's a fake wedding today. Tomorrow, it could be like our robot toaster asking for bereavement leave from its job because the robot blender left him and decided to cheat on him with the fucking robot fridge. I don't know. It's fucking weird. But don't be fucking surprised when the robot honeymoon picture starts showing up on Instagram. I feel like we're already crossing some strange bridges here, and we can't really act like we haven't been. We're just pretending at that point if we do. But regardless of all those enhancements with AI and shit like that, and the ever growing focus on these kind of technologies, I feel like us as human beings need to remember that we can do something that robots can't do. And even when they can do it, they're not going to really feel it. But we got to remember to smile and be happy, guys. We got to remember to keep our heads lifted, keep in good spirits. Everything's going to be okay. As much as everything is weird as fuck. But that's all I wanted to talk about today. I just kind of wanted to talk about this weird ass shit, man. I think it's fucking strange. I'd love to know what you guys think about it down below too. Like, what do you think is next? I'd love to know your opinions, but also leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Check out my other content, hop into my streams if you see me live. I play games and chill out and talk and everything. So really appreciate that. Other than that though, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I appreciate anybody that watched this far. And I will see you guys in the next video that I make.